everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a look at PTZ controllers for the Sony FR7. So we use Sony FR7 along with Sony FX6s in our live stream productions, and to date we've been using the FR7 primarily controlled with BitFocus Companion because it allows you to set the camera positions, move the camera around, sideways, up and down, and set and recall presets. And because it also allows us to control the timing of the switching on our ATEM and control the audio channel levels on our Yamaha DM3, we've been pretty much able to automate quite a bit of our live productions for things like panel discussions where people are sitting in the same seats. We can cut to a wide shot on another camera. This FR7 will reposition to a preset. The ATEM will have cut to the wide shot, and then once the FR7's done repositioning to the close-up shot, the ATEM will switch to the close-up shot. But there have been occasions where we've been, for example, trying to follow a keynote speaker. We almost always use an operated camera for that. We could use the FR7, but we would need something like a PTZ controller to be able to do that. So we've looked at a bunch of different options for that. And we've settled on trying the Skaarhoj PTZ controller for a couple of reasons. One is it looks like a really nice controller. Skaarhoj is I've always aspired to have own something from Skaarhoj. And so this seemed like a really good fit for that. It has a very nice controller. It also has the ability to also control other things on your network, such as the ATEM. So, I mean, in this case, we might want to do it where we cut to a wide shot, move the camera, and then cut to a close-up shot using the single controller. It's also fairly reasonably priced compared to something like the Sony controller, and it will control multiple cameras. So we're taking a chance on the Skaarhoj. I don't know anything about it. This is the box that it came in. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. Trust me, this is not an unboxing video. What I want to do today is we'll do a quick unboxing. We'll just take a look at what's inside it. But then I want to hook it up to the, I guess I want to hook it up to the network, then hook it up to the laptop because there's some basic setup you have to do with the controller to get it to talk to the camera, and then have it connect with the camera and just try the basic camera controls on it, being able to move the camera around. I'm not going to go into too much depth. I know there's things like you can do with shading the camera and, you know, like I said, controlling the ATEM. But I think for now in this video, I just want to see what's in the box, see how it feels, how the controller feels, and just see how easy it is to get it connected to the FR7 here. So let's dive in and see what that looks like. Let's start with taking out the box and see what's in here. Again, I haven't really opened this yet. So, like I said, I've seen the Skaarhoj products demonstrated, and they always look really, really lovely, like very well constructed. So what are we taking out here first? This is a little gray box. How do we open this without destroying it? Maybe this is, oh, here we go. Good boxes. I hope the PTZ controller is constructed as well. So there we have power supply. This is a basic power supply. Comes with your standard North American adapter. I'll take that out because I'm going to run this off. Eventually I'll run it off, and I believe it accepts power over Ethernet. Our Netgear M4250 switches, which we use in our ATEM racks, supply power over Ethernet. But I think for this demonstration, we're just going to run it off of good old plug-in AC power. So we'll get that unhooked. Really excited about this. Okay, AC power, done. Little spacer. Skaarhoj, getting started with Blue Pill inside. Something about Blue Pill, yada yada. I don't know anything about it, but I intend to find out. I think I remember Skaarhoj had an external blue pill device that allowed you to control other devices. I'm assuming that is now built in. Enjoy. I hope to. What do we have here? Some foam. Nicely packed. What? Oh, I thought it was an instruction manual. Nope. Marketing material. Yeah, if you know Skaarhoj, the founder, I think he's the founder. Yep, CEO and founder. He is all over the internet. He loves to demonstrate his products. He's quite proud of them and probably should be. So, yeah, Norm, get to the actual controller. Wow, that is it. It's tinier than I thought, but it is hefty. I mean, hefty in a good way. I mean, some nice rubber feet on the bottom. What I was a little concerned about was just whether it was going to slip when you move the joystick, but it doesn't. And that is a nice joystick. Now, there's two versions of this. One is the lower cost one, and then there's a more expensive one that has something called the Hall controller. I don't know what that is, but apparently there's no physical hard connection on the joystick. I believe it uses magnets to read the joystick input, and so there isn't any, it's just a little bit smoother, but this is pretty nice. I mean, I have to try it with the camera connected, but so far so good. It has, you can push forward, back, left, right. The joystick has a dial. You can turn the dial. I presume that's for zooming, although you could probably program that to do whatever you want. And there's a little button on the top too, so signal people to bring you a cup of coffee. All right. So I don't think I want to necessarily put you through all of the things I have to do to get this connected to the computer. So let's pause here. I will show you the Skaarhoj software and setup, but I haven't even downloaded that and put it on the computer yet. As you can see, I just have the Sony FR7 connected with the Sony software, and I'm able to control it. So I know I have network control over it. So why don't we take a break? I'll download the software. I will roughly get this connected to the network through the network connection here. And then I'll fire up the software, and you can rejoin me when I get the software set up and we start to figure out how to configure this so it sees the FR7 and we can control it. So right back at you. Hold on. Okay, welcome back. I believe I have everything connected up to our network right now. So I have our Sony FR7 on the network. I have the Skaarhoj powered and on the network. Again, I probably wouldn't use the power connection. I'll use power over Ethernet. And I have my laptop here. And as you can see on the display, I'm getting the camera view from the Sony Control web interface. So yeah, I can move this around. Just confirm I have control. Got a preset there. So what I'd like to do now is, I haven't set up the Skaarhoj yet. So I'm just going to fire up Skaarhoj, which it's called Skaarhoj Updater. I believe all the software runs residently on the Skaarhoj, but the updater allows you to do things like update the firmware, but it also will do discovery on your network and allow you to click this configuration button. Yes, I agree to this. Username is, I looked this up ahead of time. Username is admin. the password is Skaarhoj, Skaarhoj, and sign in. So what you're presented with is what they call the reactor interface. And you can see here that there is a PTZ Fly that's been discovered, but there are no other panels here and there are no devices added to it. So right now it's in its local boot screen. I'm going to change this, see what the options are here. MIDI, generic PTZ. Yes, so let's go generic PTZ. And now it's requiring us to add a camera. So I believe, did a very quick browse of the documentation. You add a device over here. I'm going to add it manually. And I'm going to type in FR7. And a couple options here, extended support. We want extended, right? Yeah, I think we do. So select that. Okay, so it looks like the login information for the FR7. So let me just grab that. So I've copied that from my password manager, which I didn't show you. And we'll paste that in. What else does it need? Anything? Nope, I don't think so. Again, don't know much about this. I'm kind of just faking my way through this. So let's add that. So now we have a FR7. You can see that the Skaarhoj has changed to generic PTZ, but it's not controlling anything. So let's add the camera. We'll click the add button and we'll select the FR7. Sony FR7 selected. That's cool. It says lost connection. Wonder why it lost connection. Oh, it says missing required configuration. Guess I need to put the IP address in of the actual FR7. That kind of makes sense. So I have the IP address up here. Doughhead. That's me, not you. So, IP address. Except we don't need the HTTP. Save that. Ah, now it's connected. Okay, so now we can select the FR7. And we've got some menus here at the top. Oh, this looks like you can control things like white balance, ND filters, the black point for the red, green, and blue, PTZ reset, a bunch of features here. Dive into that a little more in a second. Camera presets along here. I assume that if I select this camera preset, we'll just go back here and you can see that on the screen. Let's bring that up. One of my sound bags. So we'll go to preset number 2. What about the joystick? Yeah, that works too. I'm sorry I don't have anything more interesting than my dark studio here. But, all right, let's try zoom. Zooming out. Zooming in. So you get a nice level of control over that. What about setting presets? So if I want to set a preset, if I hold down preset, oh, flashes green, and I think that's now the preset. So let's go back to preset 2. And let's go back to preset 1. All right, so that's easy. So I think there's just a whole bunch of things you can access from these menus. And I know that you can reconfigure these buttons to do pretty much anything you want on the FR7, or through Reactor and Blue Pill to control things like your ATEM switcher. So for example, you could have a bit of control here. Be on a wide shot, reposition your camera to another person, and then use the buttons to cut to a close shot. Cut back to the wide shot, reposition to another presenter, cut to the close shot, all from one control. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to explore the more things that you can do with this control and check out its integration, both how much you can do with the FR7, but also then how can you extend this to some of the other devices. One of the other devices we use extensively on our network, like I said, is the ATEM. We have a few different ATEMs. And also our Yamaha DM3 digital mixer we also use on the network. So that is the Skaarhoj PTZ Fly. I'm going to do another video on this and I'm going to dive much deeper into it. But for now I just wanted to get it out of the box, connect it up, see how it worked, see how it felt, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So if you want to see the next video, please subscribe to the channel. If you liked what we did here today, please give this video a like, and as usual, we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.